going on YouTube? It is I, BK Dub, back with another episode of beginner-friendly fighting games. This is the third one. Check out my other two if you want to see the other two games I've covered so far. But today, we are going over Blade Strangers. So this is an independent game made by Nicalis, I think that's the company. And they've pulled various characters from other games that they've worked on, as well as other franchises in general, mostly like indie titles and things. A lot of the titles I haven't really heard of. I've heard of a couple, but you know, they pulled it all together, created a game, kind of unique. The backgrounds aren't the most detailed, but they're nice. The character models were actually made using 3D models that were then rasterized and basically flattened to look like 2D sprites, so that they were able to achieve the animation that they wanted to achieve without having to spend all the time hand drawing every single sprite. So kind of cool how they did that. But so I'm going to talk about the characters first. Now you see all these different characters. Like I said, I don't know all of these and what games they're from, but they're from several different franchises. The ones I do know are, well, Shovel Knight from the Shovel Knight game, and Isaac from, what's that one called? The Birthing of Isaac or something. I can't remember the name. Remind me in the comments if you guys can think of it, or I may think of it and throw it up as a little card here when I edit. But yeah, so them, you got all these other characters as well. These three characters they released for free on the 1-year anniversary of the game, so that's kind of cool. Gave you some free DLC. Haven't heard much. This is the final boss of the game. So yeah, let's hop into training mode. We want to use her. She's kind of risque. Actually, I like Ali. We'll do her. And we'll go with Helen here. So, like the other games that I've discussed, you know, one of the things that helps to make this a beginner-friendly fighting game are the inputs. And again, just, you know, they simplified inputs. You have light attack, heavy attack, unique attack, and then special. And, you know, light, you get different attacks based on you push a direction. Same with the heavy, you got your forward and back. Your down angle, your unique attacks, that's your anti-air, and then you got various unique moves, and they all have moves in the air too, so yeah. And then the specials, you know, that's a special move which you can then, you know, follow up with a, oops, hold on, with an attack. So, and then you have down, which is another special move. You got back, so yeah. So they keep it kind of simple. You got your basic throw as well. You have a heat up functionality that you can do when you're getting low on health, which just kind of gives you some extra damage, and then you have your super moves, which each character gets 2 super moves, mostly. You know, just which is unique and special and heavy all together. But you can also map that to one of the keys. And then you have down and unique, special, and heavy, which is another move. So you got all the different moves. And if we look at the command list, you can see the moves there. So light attack and ×3, so basically combo into it. And then light attack front, your heavies, your uniques, unique in the air, those are the skills, and you can amplify them by, you know, skill plus heavy or skill plus unique button. And then you got your in the air, you got your supers, and then your throws and your skills. So it's got some neat stuff. One of the things that's kind of cool, if we go back and look, oops, at the Ultra skill, which is your super, it's got that ×2. So if you have the meter, let me get this person out of here. Oh, hold on. There we go. So when you do the super, you just do it once. You see the damage. Boom, boom, boom. 2300. But if you have the meter, you can hit the button twice. You see like a ripple effect, and then you do a more powerful attack. More hits, more damage, 3700. So that's kind of cool. So it's almost like you EX your super, providing you have the meter to do it. So that's kind of a neat thing. Combos are pretty simple. You know, you can do your basic light button, basic progression to light, heavy, unique to get your combos, and then from there you can combo into supers or combo into other things. They do kind of hit you with like a slight penalty if you keep doing the same combo over and over. Like keep doing like light, heavy. Eventually you'll see like a repetition penalty show up. So that's just to kind of encourage you to try different routes as you're going, so you can mix things up a little bit. Yeah, so all these moves are kind of, like I said, they're not that difficult, and it's pretty much the same for how all the characters are. I go back to the command list. I went the wrong way. You know, if I jump over to like one of the other characters and look at his moves, you can see it's all basically the same. The skills, everything. That just doesn't have a follow-up there, but yeah, all the skills. But again, like the other games that I've gone over, even though they all have the same motion to do them, they all behave differently, so they all have different, different actions that you can use to follow up afterwards and things like that. So, but it keeps it so that you don't have to remember a bunch of different moves. You just know it's a direction and a button. I mean, like, there's not even like a quarter circle movement anywhere here. So it's just all one direction plus multiple buttons, which, like I said, you can map the multiple buttons to your R1, L1, R2, L2 to make up for that, so you don't have to worry about trying to hit multiple buttons at once with your hands. Keeps it really nice and simple. Let's go back to the main menu here. Now, it's also got a decent tutorial. It goes over basics. This is how you move. Welcome to Blade Strangers. Let's start by pressing forward in the direction. Great job. Now to retreat. I like how they give you a little bit of explanation of what you would use it for. Try a jump now. Okay. Great job. Try a dash jump. This is faster than a normal jump, and you can swiftly close in on your opponent from the air. So you gotta go. There we go. That's how to move. That was pretty quick. It goes over your basic attacks, your skill attacks, your other skills, defense, throws, and uniques. Let's hop into that one. Everything loads fast too. Grabbing your opponents. Try to throw your opponent now. Wrong one. There we go. Great job. Although you cannot guard against throws, you can negate your opponent's throw by using your own throws. So. Oops. There we go. Attacking the throw. Unique attacks are used while you evade your opponent's attack. Mid-level attacks and evade your... So as you can see, it gives you a good understanding. At least what I haven't seen done in like other tutorials is to give an explanation of what this move is used for. like when you would use it, why you would use it. So this game does a good job at least trying to explain that, so that you have a better understanding of, you know, what situation when you're in a match you would use this for. So, yeah, that I think is pretty cool. I like that. Like I said, it covers everything: recovery, combos, heat up. Those are the two big ones at the end. Let me hop into this one. Tutorial for combos. If your opponent flinches after your first hit, you can consecutively hit. Chip away. So there's a basic combo. During the combo, your combo gauge will go down. The combo gauge, where's the combo? Oh, it's up there. It's that white bar. Noticeably decrease each time the attack connects, and the combo gauge completed the combo. And this is so you don't do infinites, which is a nice thing to help out if you're going against a high skill player. He won't just like use an infinite and just destroy you utterly. Combo penalties. There is a penalty for using the same attacks repeatedly during a single combo. The attack damage will be halved and the combo gauge will decrease twice as fast. That was really quick. But yeah, so just like I said earlier, you know, they will penalize you if you keep using the same moves, but they want you to try different routes and go different ways and stuff to help open up the tutorials. So that's nice. Heat up. When your heat up icon is blinking and you have more than one bar on your skill, you can activate heat up. During heat up time, you won't get knocked back by the first hit. You'll be able to continue and move even if your opponent uses an attack. So basically you gain armor. And yeah, you gain armor. I think you gain a little bit of increased attack power and things like that too. So, I mean, it's not the most robust tutorial, but it does kind of, you know, give you an explanation of things and how to use them. And then it's up to the player to kind of experiment when best to do it. You also have a basic mission mode. You know, you get your different challenges here for combos, all the different character combos that you can do. You have survival mode, so just some decent single player stuff. I mean, not a ton, but the mission mode's always nice. It's always nice to practice combos. You got your arcade, and you got your versus. You know, like the training they're just in. You have the online mode, which I haven't played. I don't know. I don't think this game uses rollback. I think it's delay based. I don't know if I've actually played any online matches. So that's one thing. You know, this is, if you do try out this game, expect it to be only, you know, single player action, or if you have a friend that you know has the game, maybe you can have them play with you. I don't know what the online scene is like for this game. It's got a manual, which is pretty useful. It explains all the different bars and stuff, which is nice. You don't really see a lot of in-game manuals these days, so I appreciate that. So let's hop into an arcade mode and just sort of run it through. See what else is unique about this game. I do kind of like the characters. Like I said, it's a fun distraction game, I guess. But it's, you know, it's a good beginner game. Like I said, the movements are nice. It does have a little more involved combos than Fantasy Strike, because it actually kind of wants you to do different routes and everything. So, you know, Fantasy Strike, you can only do a couple hits for a combo and everything. Grand Blue, the routes really aren't super varied either, I don't believe, from what I've seen of the game. It's just a matter of when you can get into them. So this game kind of encourages different types of combos, which, you know, if you're a beginner, you know, it allows for that experimentation and for you to try to figure things out to make yourself feel more comfortable when you get into other games that have varied combo routes. So let's hop into arcade. Load times are really fast. Everyone speaks Japanese. I don't know what they say. There's no subtitles. Oh, went right into that. I see how it is. I'll do it too then. Throw. So you see the armor of the heat up kind of come into play there. She got me with a hit, but it didn't throw me off, so I suppose that I was still able to attack. Ow. You even get the little banners that show up to kind of denote when certain things happen, which is kind of neat. And throw the bomb at you. So this game plays a little bit faster than both Grand Blue and Phantasy Strike. So if you want a slightly faster paced game that's still fairly beginner friendly, you know, this is one. There'll be some others coming up in the series that are really fast, but they're still not that difficult. I mean, a lot of the concepts of fighting games are all the same, and I think, you know, as beginners, as you get used to them, you know, you can kind of go through and apply those same things to other games, of course. Ow, ow, ow. There we go. So yeah, this is a pretty fast-paced game. But don't let that frighten you away if you are a beginner, because, you know, it just means things happen a little bit quicker. But like I said, a lot of the mechanics are the same. The combos work. Try to punish. Didn't get him quick enough. I was actually trying to throw him. That's probably why I didn't get it. Oh, crap. Nope, that's gonna kill me. Look at that. And we get the win here. Thief's making her exit as fast as the wind. Go through one more match. She wastes no time. Oh man, okay. Ouch. Okay. She got me, she got me. Throw. Throw. Punish there. There we go. Alright, so that's a few matches. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I don't know how many rounds you have or fights you have to go through. But yeah, that's Blade Strangers. Like I said, it's a fun distraction. I do have fun when I play it because, you know, with the simplified inputs, but the, you know, not so simplified combo routes, it makes you want to experiment. And I think that's one of the hallmarks of fighting games, that, you know, as you get to these more established fighting games and everything, the ability to experiment with your combos and try out new things is what's fun. And this makes it kind of easy because you can pull off regular moves, special moves with just a direction and a button, so you don't have to remember all the complex motions as you go through your combos. That kind of keeps it, you know, keeps it more beginner friendly, which is why it's in this series. So yeah, this is Blade Strangers. Check it out. Check out the other games that have been in this series, and any of the future ones that show up as well. And, you know, like I said, I've never played online, so I don't know what the online scene is. But it's a fun little game. Definitely check it out. It's worth it, and it's a good beginner-friendly game as we move along to eventually get to more complex games that will really start to test your skill. But that's not what this series is about, so don't worry about seeing any of those games here. Although if you watch some of the other videos in my channel, I'm playing some of those more complicated games, and yeah, there's a lot to them. So anyways, with that, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did. Also subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I'd really appreciate that. And also leave a comment. What are some other games that you find are like nice beginner friendly games? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. With that, this is BK Dub signing off. Bye.